Hello investors, this is a video on JSW Energy. This video is brought to you by SmartInvestor. Like our videos, share our videos, subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon for new video notifications. In this video, we will cover the performance of the company for the Q2 FY24. The information is based on the investor presentation submitted by the company to the stock exchanges. This video is for education purpose only. The highlights for second quarter FY24: overall net generation up by 29% year on year at 8.6 BUs, driven by strong merchant sales, organic RE capacity additions, and contributions from acquired RE portfolio. Net renewable generation is up by 47% year on year at 4.4 billion units, and total thermal generation is 15% up at 4.3 billion units. Net long-term generation is up by 22% year on year, driven by higher generation at Ratnagiri unit and renewable energy capacity additions. In the Q2 FY23, it was 6,675 million units, and in H1 FY24, the acquired RE portfolio is 2,217 billion units, new RE capacity and 325, up 22% year on year. Q2 FY24 highlights: company reported highest ever EBITDA. EBITDA at 2008 crores, reported profit after tax 850 crores, both increased 83% year on year. Cash PAT stood at 1,180 crores. On a sequential basis, EBITDA increased 54% while PAT increased twofold. Receivables acquired RE portfolio and hydro true-up improved 10% year on year, with DSO stand at 56 days. A healthy collection trend is sustained. The company has best-in-class balance sheet. Net debt to equity ratio is at 1.2% to 2 times, and net debt to EBITDA is at 4.6 times. Net debt to normalized EBITDA is at 3.3 times. Cash and cash equivalents are at 3,291 crores. The company has signed MOUs with JSW Steel for providing RE solutions progressively by 2030, a generation capacity of 6.2 gigawatt and energy storage project of 2.7 gigawatt hours. 85,000 to 90,000 tons per annum of green H2 and 7,20,000 TPA of green O2 with associated RE power solutions. The project progress of 2.1 gigawatt wind projects. SECI-X project undergoes process with the part COD received for 216 megawatts as of September 2023. Wind turbine erection and balance of plant works is in progress, and group captive plant. 240 megawatt Kutihar HEP, 99% tunneling completed. Powerhouse and control room concrete 55% completed. Acquired assets in Bharat TTP Unit 1 boiler light up and critical piping steam blowing activity completed. Expected commissioning in the quarter. Unit 2 revival activity in progress. Expected commissioning is in Q4 FY24. Acquired RE portfolio is generation increased by 27% year on year, resulting in EBITDA of 557 crores. Let us look at the operational performance of the company. Consolidated performance: net generation million units is up 22% in H1 FY24, now at 15,336 million units. 90% is 13,769. The total revenue has gone up by 3,387 crores, a jump of 30%. In first half, the total revenue is at 6,401 crores, a jump of 12%. EBITDA is at 2,008 crores and margin is at 59%. In H1, the first half of the current year, it is at 3,316 crores of EBITDA. Cash profit after tax is at 1,180 crores, a jump of 73% in second quarter, while In the first half, it has reported 1,923 crores, a jump of 29%. Operational highlights include overall net generation is up by 29% at 8.6 business units, driven by acquired RE portfolio and higher thermal generation, partly offset by lower generation at hydro assets. Net renewable generation up 47% year-on-year at 4.4 billion units due to organic RE capacity additions and contribution from acquired RE portfolio. Net long-term generation is up by 22%. Financial highlights include total revenue increased by 30% at 3,387 crores due to incremental revenue from RE assets and merchant sales. EBITDA is at 2,008 crores in Q2 FY24, up 83% year-on-year due to contribution from RE assets, strong thermal merchant volumes, and positive hydro true up impact. Profit after tax increased 83% year-on-year to 850 crores, and cash profit after tax surged by 73% to 1,180 crores. This is the picture of finance cost and PAT movement. It is now in the Q2 FY24, it is 514 crores. Profit after tax is at 850 crores in quarter 2 FY24. These are the consolidated revenues. Total revenue in Q2 FY24 is 3,387 crores. EBITDA is 2,008 crores. EBITDA margin is 59%. Finance cost is 514 crores. Profit before tax is 1,086 crores. Profit after tax is 850. Diluted earnings per share is 5.17 in Q2 FY24. Let us look at the first half of FY24. Total revenue is 6,401. EBITDA is 3,316. EBITDA margin is 52%. Depreciation at 807 crores. Profit before tax is 1,510 crores and profit after tax is 1,150 crores. Cash profit after tax is 1,923 crores and the earnings per share diluted is 6.93 for the first half of FY24. Project progress under construction, 3 gigawatts to be commissioned by current year FY2024. Under construction, the megawatt is at 4,559. Operational by year 2024 is 9,792 plus 1,000 megawatts of BESS. Group captive MOIs generation for 6.2 gigawatts, storage for 2.7 gigawatt hours. Segment-wise performance is shown here. Thermal assets Q2 FY24 highlights overview. Total thermal capacity is 3,858 megawatt. Operational capacity is 3,158 megawatt. Under construction is 700 megawatt. Offtake profile is open 34%, Rajasthan 28%, MSD ECL 8%, group captive 30%. These are the three facilities: Ratnagiri, Barmer, and Vijayanagar. Installed capacity is 1,200 megawatt. Barmer is 1080 megawatt. In Vijayanagar is 860 megawatt. In the PPA tide, it is 338 for Vijayanagar, 1080 at Barmer, and 1100 for Ratnagiri. Fuel type in all the three is imported coal at Ratnagiri, Vijayanagar, and lignite at Barmer. New generation is expected in the next year. Under construction is Ind Bharat 700 megawatt merchant PPA tide, and it is the fuel type is domestic coal. The thermal assets position in Q2 FY24 operational highlights: total generation is 15% year-on-year at 4.3 billion units, supported by strong merchant volumes, higher LT generation at Ratnagiri, partly offset by lower generation at Barmer plant. Short-term gestation at 664 million units was at 5 times by year-on-year. Long-term generation was 1% up year-on-year in the quarter. LTPLF remains healthy at 72%. Financial highlights include total operating revenue at 1,822 crores, increased by 3% year-on-year due to higher volumes, partly offset by lower realization on account of lower fuel costs. EBITDA increased to 588 crores, driven by higher merchant volumes and higher contribution from Ratnagiri unit. This is a picture of renewable assets presence across all modes of generation. In the wind, they have 3,628 megawatt. In hydro, they have 1,631 megawatt. In solar, it has 675 megawatt. Operational assets total is 3613 megawatt, and hydro is 1391 megawatt, wind is 1547 megawatt, and solar is 675 megawatt. Under construction, hydro is 240 megawatts and wind is 2081 megawatts. All under construction projects are tied up for long-time power purchase agreements. Renewable assets Q2 FY24 highlights. Operational highlights: net generation increased by 47% year-on-year to 4.4 business units, driven by capacity additions and contribution from acquired RE portfolio. Total operating revenue increased by 145% year-on-year to 1,384 crores, driven by acquired RE portfolio, greenfield RE assets, and positive hydro true-up impact. Operating EBITDA is at 1,272 crores, was up 162% year-on-year. Acquired RE portfolio contributed to 557 crores. Let's look at the business environment. Indian economy continues to see resilient growth amid slow global recovery. Real GDP growth for June 23 quarter stood at 7.8% year-on-year. This is despite a strong base of 13.1% in June 22. PMI manufacturing and services continue to be encouraging. GST revenue surpasses 1.6 trillion for the fourth time this year. First half of FY24 collection grew 11%. CPI eased to a 3-month low of 5% in September 23, within the RBI tolerance mark, down 6.8% in August. Indian retail inflation, RBI in recent MPC meet kept repo rate unchanged to 6.50. The key rate has been raised by 250 basis points since May 2022. India's installed capacity stands at 425 gigawatt on September 23. Out of this, state is at 24%, private is 51%, and central is 24%. Segment-wise installed capacity, thermal is standing at 56%, nuclear is 2%, hydro is 11%, renewable is at 31%. Pan-India demand during Q2 FY24 increased by 13% year-on-year and 7% year-to-date to 437 business units due to surge in economic activities. Demand in West increased by 21% year-on-year, followed by South, and total demand met during the quarter stood at 436 business units, up by 13% year-on-year. The peak demand in this quarter of 240 gigawatt was witnessed during September month. Overall generation increased by 11% year-on-year, and share of thermal in overall generation stood at 70%, with net generation of 322 billion units, up 15% year-on-year, resulting in plant load factor of 68%. Generation from large hydro declined by 13% year-on-year in the quarter and 12% year-to-date, while generation from renewable increased by 20% year-on-year, supported by 30% growth in wind generation. Day-ahead market DAM prices averaged at 5.9 unit per unit during Q2 FY24 and increased 9% year-on-year due to hot weather conditions. The increased volume in DAM market at 11.3 billion units was down by 1% year-on-year in Q2 FY24 and up 6% on year-to-date. JSW Energy has presence across the value chain. The power generation has wind at 3.6 gigawatt, hydro at 1.6 gigawatt, 0.7 gigawatt in solar, thermal is 3.9 gigawatt. In the energy storage, the company has battery storage of 1 gigawatt and hydro pump storage of 2.4 gigawatt per hour. Energy products, solar module and green H2, solar manufacturing is at 1 gigawatt and green hydrogen and derivative at 3,800 tons per annum. The company has a pan-India footprint with operational capacity in CY24 of 9,792 megawatts. In Rajasthan, it has 258 megawatt and in Gujarat it has 78 megawatt. In Maharashtra is 447, and in Telangana it is 101 megawatt. Andhra Pradesh 365 megawatts. Karnataka 695 megawatt in wind. This picture shows the complete capacity of the company across India. The company has a well-diversified portfolio focused on maximizing cash returns. The generation of 9,792 megawatts and storage of 3.4 gigawatt. Diversified offtakes include open capacity, group captive 22%. Power generation is 5.9 gigawatt installed capacity by CY24, 3.4 gigawatt capacity locked in. Solar modules and Green 2 is also expanding on a big scale. JSW new assets include captive solar 243, Maitra wind 1331, Karchambang 2 and other places. JSW new multiple growth drivers generation is equal to 5,924 in CY24. The product service hydro, pumped storage, BESS, hydrogen, PV module 1 gigawatt. The company has developed a pan-India footprint of diverse asset base and operational capacity by CY24 will be 5,924. This is the picture of acquired RE wind assets. Acquired solar assets is captured in this slide. Receivables has improved considerably, operating efficiency reflecting in strong generation and billing growth and continued focus on collection efficiency supports further. This is a picture of hydro assets of the company. Let us look at the performance of the company in the last 1 year. The share price was around 300 in the last year and it is now currently trading at 409 as on 22nd December. The scrip has given a return of 55%, a growth of 145 rupees in the last 1 year. The share has traded very well and in the last 6 months the share price has gone up by 50%, a growth of 137 rupees. In the last 1 month, the share traded very flat. It has gone up to 460 and has come down to 400 levels. The share price is giving a good opportunity for investors to enter. Investors with a long-term perspective can consider buying the shares after evaluating the Q3 results of the company. The company has an excellent management track record and is likely to do well in the power sector. The current market scenario, all the power stocks are going up and JSW is no exception. The company has all the varieties of power generation and is likely to benefit from all the expansion plans. Investors can consider buying the share after consulting their financial advisors. This video is for education purpose only. This video is brought to you by SmartInvestor. Like our videos, share our videos, subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon for new video notifications. Thank you.